which is the report back of the different commissions. As we speak, Comrade David Makura is delivering a report of the Commission on the strategy and tactics. That will be followed by a report on organizational renewal by Fasia Hassan. That will be followed by finance and operations sustainability by Comrade Maswanganyi. That will be followed as well by the reports to cover up on the lost time, because we started at 10:30, peace and stability, international relations, arts and culture, and communications. And then I will take adoption of those commissions and discussions. Thereafter, the rapporteurs of the commission and the presenters will be presented to the media. They will present to the media resolutions of the national conference in terms of what has been resolved. This session will only be interrupted by lunch, which will continue up until the evening. In the evening, we'll break for supper. After supper, we will then take the amendment of the commissions, which will take us beyond 12 o'clock. So we envisage that this conference declaration will be presented in the early hours of the morning, and the President will close the conference early hours of the morning tomorrow. So it's 5 and 6. So we're not sleeping. We're going to work throughout the night until tomorrow, till we finish the conference. We have briefed you during the week about the state of affairs, that it is 5 and 6 uninterrupted in terms of the conference. We have started, all our provinces are connected. Registration has gone smoothly in the different provinces. In the evening today, before we go to constitutional amendments, we'll do the roll call. The roll call is not credentials, it's how many people attended in terms of the pursuance of the conference, because the credentials of 4,000 plus have already been adopted by the national conference. Now that I've heard you whispering in the corridors, looking for the president and so on, we will allow, we will check that possibility sometime during the day, whether we can't have the president to interact with you. We'll check that possibility, because he wants to be very much attentive to the commissions. If it doesn't happen, we'll make up to you on Sunday or any other time. But we are going to be giving you information on the commissions and the resolution throughout the day. We thank you for being with us and covering our conference. We don't take that for granted. We don't want to muzzle you in terms of the questions you want to ask. We want to give you as much information as possible, so that you don't get it through third-party arrangement, because you are very much capable of getting information the way you want. But we want the ANC to speak for itself. So we have given you a feed of the opening address and the closing address. Pule have arranged that you needed to go inside. I've been asking the arrangement of the hybrid, how is it going to work with you? But we don't have challenges. You can go inside and take the closing address. So we've got nothing to hide or anything of that sort. This is the adjournment, and we are in the conference session now. And we know that you have committed to covering our conference. And in covering our conference, for us, it is a platform to inform the nation about where are we going to take this country to. Because our people are much interested in the ANC in terms of what it is going to do different, either than just electing people to become part of leadership. The people of Soweto, I want to reiterate, want to know what we're going to do about electricity and the bill backlog we've got in Soweto. The people of our country want to know, when are we going to keep the lights on uninterrupted? The people of our country want to know what the ANC in action is going to do to give meaning to renewal to itself, other than just electing people into positions. So we know that it's a platform of discussion for us. We've dealt with leadership issues and they're out of the window. Now we're focused on finishing the business of conference in terms of the political discussions. Whatever questions that arise and so on, we will be available. I'm the Secretary General. I speak on behalf of the ANC. Whatever you want, the spokesperson of the ANC is Comrade Pule, and he will interact with you and inform us of anything that arises that require our attention. We'll be able to do that. I will discuss with the President the possibility of interacting with you. Pala Pala is not part of this conference, so please don't come with that. I'm telling you now, it will be discussed as and when it arises in the due process as we deal with the matter. Our people want to know, probably want to know what the President thinks about electricity, what is going on, but take into consideration that we're still in the middle of the discussion. But nonetheless, because you want to talk to the President, you want to engage with not only the President, we will give you a number of our leaders who are going to brief you on the status of the resolutions as and when they are adopted. Step aside, you want to know corruption and all of those issues, we're going to give you as they come, as and when they are resolved from this conference. So the hybrid conference of the ANC has begun, and at 10:30 on the dot, and we're connected with all our provinces. Orderly as it is, we're on track. We're looking forward to a robust engagement in terms of the discussions in this conference. Thank you, spokesperson, and thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the media.
Thanks, SG. Unless there are clarity-seeking questions, I'm sure the SG has clarified that we'll look at that possibility of the President coming and talking to yourselves. And then maybe, SG, what you didn't mention is that we'll also be bringing in, when they are done with the presentations at plenary, they will come engage with you on the key recommendations. So when Comrade Makura is done, he will be coming this side to come and have that engagement.
Yeah, we don't want him to present like last time, the whole document. Just to brief you on the key recommendations, just to brief you on recommendations, not the prelude. Yeah.
So are we content with, unless, okay, Samkelo?
Why brief on recommendations rather than what has been adopted?
Resolutions. You will be telling your resolutions now. What has been adopted? Yeah.
Okay. Are we all covered? So maybe what we'll do is that later in the day we can bring the SG back, just to give you the feel of the program.
Okay,
Yes.
Just a quick question.